Today's Nature Lovers edition is in Mair Park, which is part of the Parihaka Scenic Reserve. It's right in the centre of the city and accessible from a number of points. This one is from Rurumoki Street, off Hatea Drive. Rurumoki Street. There's Parihaka in the background there. And we're just walking down the street to get to Mair Park. Looks like there is a fun day of discovery and getting to know our amazing native species in Parihaka Park this weekend. It's pretty cool. Up here is one of the entranceways if you're going to use the grass park area. Never actually walked up this little driveway. I've usually gone in from the bottom. I don't even know what's up the top here. Let's go find out. Okay, so this driveway just takes you up to the holiday park, cabins and camping, etc. And then it ducks down to the barefoot track, which joins up to the barefoot track that I came to show you about. But we'll go back to the start. So the toilets are there. The main access to the park down big gravel driveways that way. Playground. Then over here, behind the playground, is where the barefoot track starts. Take it back around the playground, there is what we call onihanga weed, and that is going to be terrifying in a couple of weeks or months. These are cool new signs that have popped up around our playgrounds. They are specifically around play, and they show both the English and Māori words for each thing. So hear, listen, whakarongo, help, awhina, play, takaro, say and tell, kōrero, read, pānui, sit, noho. This is a beautiful kahutakawa tree, New Zealand's Christmas tree, and we'll be seeing that a lot more once it starts flowering in December. Okay, and here we go, straight into the bush. So up that track is up to the campground that I was just at top of before, and then we continue down this way. If you go straight ahead, you can see the gravel driveway that takes you down to the river, which is tidal, so it is currently at high tide and goes right down to low tide. We've turned left again, so we've basically crossed that path that was there, continuing to head down the hill. Mair Park was donated to what has now become the city of Whangarei in 1914, and it was a gift from Robert Mair, who held the land at that time. It is an access point into the Parihaka Scenic Reserve and the Hatea Walkway, which I talked a little bit about last week. The Parihaka Scenic Reserve has won a number of awards for such greenery in the city. So that's pretty cool. This is a large puriri tree. And in the ground here you can see shells, shellfish. These pop up around in places where there has been Māori occupation, known as middens. Lots of really big rocks here. Here is a split in the track. Continue left to go in bare feet up to Banff Street, or you can come down and see the river. So this is the Hatea River. This is further downstream from where we were last week. And that's heading towards town.
What? That's the way to swim. I've started it. So that's right.
This track actually has been gravelled in the past, but there's been so much leaf litter dropped, it doesn't actually hurt too much. And I guess perhaps my feet are getting just that little bit tougher as we prepare for the summer season. This track leads out to a great little clearing that is awesome for picnics. It's pretty quiet, there's no road noise here. And yeah, you can see it's just a beautiful big field. This is a kauri grove that has been planted in dedication to Frank Holman, who has a track named after him as part of the Coronation Reserve. Used to be able to walk around these trees, but obviously they don't want us to do that anymore. And when I first moved to Whangarei, they were little. They were probably half that size. So they've grown quite a lot in 13 years. And this is the track that goes up to Banff Street. I'm not going to walk it because it's covered in gravel and I'm enjoying having my shoes off. I am loving the grass in this clearing. No prickles at all. Amazing. At the other end of the clearing, the track continues. just so pretty. A classic intervention in the New Zealand bush. When you see a mud pile and there's nikau palms or ferns around, we cover it over. And eventually we come down to this little beach on the river. So you can see on the other side of the river, that's the Hatea River walkway. We're walking on the opposite side of the river on the barefoot track. On tracks in New Zealand, you'll see these kind of tags and ribbons that are tied to trees. That's what tells our conservation people where the traps are for catching different rodents, stoats, weasels. These animals are introduced to New Zealand and they eat our little babies, little baby birds, either in baby form or in egg form, and we don't want them in our forest, so there's a continual need to trap for them. Oh, I just want to go for a swim now. Back into a little bit more forest. This track is truly lovely under the bare feet. It's nice and soft, lots of variation. You can hear the river. Lots of fun boulders to jump on here. Look, there's some other people there. They're about to go for a swim. So the track kind of fizzles out a little bit beyond here. I'm sure you could bushwhack if you really wanted to, but this is a nice ending to this barefoot track today. A short but sweet nature lovers edition today. It's going to be a beautiful day today, and I hope that you have a good one. Happy November, getting ready for the end of the year, the wind down, but make sure that you are able to connect to nature as much as you can to keep yourself grounded. Ka kite. See you next week.